crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a sleep for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, work, work.
Had to undo it. Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, extra special welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Make sure you all like and subscribe. Click on the bell button. Make sure it turns black. That way you will get notified every time I upload. Y'all, listen, I was just over. I just happened to be. Oh, hey TV, how are you? Y'all, listen, if you watch Ready to Love, go over to Kamisha Reviews channel. She just did this video. I caught the tail end of it, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it, but I screenshotted it. So y'all, something going on with this, I guess this page, this is an Instagram page, I'm guessing. It looks like they posted Tony's mugshots, but Kamisha got the tea over there on her channel. So go over to her channel and watch the video. I'll be watching as soon as I get off of here from y'all, because I want to know what is going on. Why is they messing with Tony? I mean, that season is over. We're now in Dallas. So what are they doing messing with Tony? So I don't know what's going on over there. So make sure you go over to Kamisha Reviews and see what, because she is like the Ready to Love expert. And now they are in her city, which is Dallas. So you know she got the inside scoop and everything. She's been posting videos, like 2 and 3 videos a day on the behind the scenes tea that's going on. So go over there to Kamisha Reviews and check out her video about what's going on with Tony. All right, y'all. So we're going to get into these hot topics. We're going to start with the reality topics, y'all. Now, this Sunday, Real Housewives. Well, before I go into that, y'all, my show is coming back. Remember when I was doing the review? They finally, on the last episode of the season, they decided to come up with the yes, coming back for season 2. They decided to come up with the logo. And they decided to come up with the nice little song. So I'm like, they got to be coming back for season 2. And they are. They are coming back for season 2. They're going to be filming this summer. So hopefully they will be filming in August. That's when the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival goes down up there. So hopefully they will be filming then. I know that right now, Silas, I think he just left to go to the Army National Guard. So I think they I don't know if they're usually going for 2 weeks or 6 weeks. So he may not be there, which I don't really have an issue with that because of his problematic behavior. So I am just happy for them that we are going to get ourselves a season 2. So I am glad for that. So while we're still in the Bravo universe, also, if you are going to BravoCon, I checked the BravoCon rooms for the 2 hotels that they had. Those 2 blocks of hotels are all sold out. But BravoCon tickets, BravoCon is going to be in November from, I want to say, the 5th to the 7th in Las Vegas. Those tickets go on sale next Friday, the 21st. So if you are interested in going to BravoCon, the tickets go on sale next week. If you're interested, let me know. I'm thinking about going. I thought about it because I don't have to stay. I could stay at another hotel. It's going to be held, I think, at Caesars, but I could stay somewhere else. I don't have to stay where it's going on because, you know, people get drunk and they get ridiculous when they're staying at the host hotel. Sometimes they do too much. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. November is a nice time in Vegas. I don't know if you guys have ever been out there that time of year. I've been out there in October, and I've been out there in October, and I think I went in January, and I loved it. Out there, it was wonderful. All right, y'all. So now, Real Housewives of New York City is coming back on Sunday night. They have a whole new cast of these new women. I watched the trailer. I wasn't that crazy about it. Truthfully, I'm gonna watch it because there's some women of color in there. There's a black woman, and then I'm not sure the other race of the other one and other young lady, and then there's another one that looks kind of like she maybe have be part black. I can't tell exactly what she is. So what I'm gonna do is let me go and show you the Bravo website with their information on it. So this is the cast here. It's Sai De Silva, Uba Hassan, Aaron Litchi, Jenna Lyons, Giselle Tank, and Bryn Whitfield. So the first one I have here is Sal De Silva. She's a content creator who chronicles her fashion and lifestyle, garnering attention and partnerships with Dior, Finley, Audemars Piguet, Bentley, Vogue, and more. All right, sis. She's a busy mom of two, loyal friend, and devoted wife to her husband David, who manages their household so that Sai can run the digital empire she has built from the ground up. A Brooklyn native, shout out to Biggie, honest and straightforward. Sai's friends say she is as New York as it gets. Her life may seem just as put together as her posts, but her polished exterior begins to crack when the passing of her mother forces her to revisit their complicated relationship. Oh, Sai. Sorry about that, girl. So I have to follow her on Instagram. So the next one is Uba. Uba is a Somalian model. All right, who else is from Somalia? There's another. Iman, is she from Somalia? Women from Somalia are absolutely beautiful. For all the African countries, but Somalian, they have that beautiful look. She is a model, philanthropist, and entrepreneur whose outgoing personality enters the room before she does. Channeling her zest for life, she is the creator of her personal hot sauce company, Uba Hot. All right, girl. Which she hopes is her ticket to making it big in New York. After initial boost from landing a spot on Oprah's favorite things, she's looking to take her business to the next level, and due to her trying upbringing and desire for total control, she feels the pressure to do it all on her own without the help of investors. All right, sis, let me check out your hot sauce and I'll buy some because we buy Texas Pete over here, but hey, your hot sauce would probably be like $10 a bottle, where we pay for the little bottle like $2. But sis, as long as I'll look out. I'll buy some. I have to hide it from my daughter and granddaughter because they're not going to be using up the $10 hot sauce or whatever, $14.99 hot sauce. But I'll look out for you. I'll check this out afterwards. I'll follow you on Instagram as well and check it out. So next one is Aaron Licky. Born and raised in Manhattan, Aaron Licky is a social butterfly who tends to find herself floating amidst drama and isn't afraid to stir the pot. Her naturally keen eye for spotting the next trend and die-hard work ethic has led to a prominent reputation in the New York real estate scene. All right. In addition to running an interior design firm, with the only things more important than her career being her 3 children and husband Abe, this cosmopolitan definition of an overachiever who loves nothing more than prove she could do it all. All right. I've seen 1,000,001 of you, Aaron. Okay. Not following you on Instagram. Jenna Lyons. Jenna is a former president and executive creative director of J. Crew Group and now co-founder and CEO of direct-to-consumer beauty brand Love Scene. Never heard of it. A seasoned entrepreneur, tastemaker, and style icon. I don't know about all that. because I've seen her and I'm not impressed by her style. J. Crew sounded just about right for her. Anyway, Jenna resides in her Soho loft, all right, Soho, with her teenage son and loyal dog companion Popeye. These people and these dogs. A new addition to this group, Jenna surprises even herself as she starts to let her guard down and open up about trauma from her early years. In this new chapter of her life, Jenna is learning to embrace her vulnerability and lean on her friends like never before. All right. Won't be following you unless you're messy and start trouble and you interest me. All right, here's Giselle Tank. I'm going to say it's Tank, not Tank. Giselle Tank is a fashion publicist, wife, and new mom to twin boys who rarely sit still. Oh, God bless you, child. Growing up in London, Giselle aspired to chase the American dream. It's overrated, honey. Well, maybe not for y'all because you're rich and white. But and her hustle ultimately landed her in the Big Apple. Raised in a tight knit yet strict Indian household, she continuously struggles to share intimate details of her life with her parents across the pond. A natural born problem solver, Giselle is always seeking resolution, but her British sense of humor sometimes get lost in translation with the New York sensibilities surrounding her. Maybe I'll follow you, Giselle, but let's see how you act. And then this is the one that, to me, she's racially ambiguous to me with this thick. She got some thick hair, y'all. This one, Bryn Whitfield. Hailing from a small Midwest town, Bryn moved over to New York and never looked back. A flirtatious single socialite, Bryn is always the life of the party and the apple of many eyes. A communications professional, Bryn is in search of what she really wants out of life and attempting to heal from past hardships. She craves stability and having the kind of family she longed for as a child. However, her fear of commitment and busy schedule jet setting the world tend to get in the way. Yeah, she has very thick hair. Her skin, she had that olive skin, and she looked like she may be biracial. So that is that with them. So I'm looking forward. I'm gonna see what they say. I'll see it on Monday because I watch everything on Peacock. So I'll see. I may review it. It depends. If it strikes me, I'll review it on Monday. So let me go to. So we're gonna leave them. I know that I did see on Instagram. Let me go over here. New Yorker. The only bull I'll stop that because that's there. I don't want to get a thing because Bravo will strike. Give you a strike. So matter of fact, let me get up off of them because I don't even want them on the channel like that. I know I had seen, and I don't think I saved it because I checked earlier. Somebody last night they had their what do you call it? Their party where they showed the episode. Their screening party for their friends. Y'all, why they say one of them threw up? I forget which one it was. Threw up. So that's the drama that's starting because they talked about her like a dog. So, I got the hiccups, y'all. I'm talking a lot, breathing in air. So y'all ignore my other posts I got here. But because I be on Instagram, I save everything. Y'all make sure you hit that like button for me. I save everything. When I see how to wrap scarves, how to do all different. You see all different stuff. I save everything. Because let me tell you, I learned a lot of stuff between Instagram and what do you call it, TikTok. Child, they give me my whole life. All right, so we're gonna start here with this thing going on. There was a little young black child. He's out there, and the police was trying to question him. So this is how you have to stand up for kids in your community. I do this when when I would see kids outside where I live now. I don't see too many children because I live like in a suburban area. I'm in the city, but I'm in the suburban part of the city, so I don't see too many kids on my street like that. But when I live like in the hood and stuff, oh no. And my granddaughter always I educated. But I told my two grandsons, because I have two black grandsons, I told them, you don't talk to the police about nothing. I said, I don't care what they tell you. If they tell you they're going to keep you locked up, it don't matter what they tell you. You tell them, I'm going to call my father. And I said, really, you tell them, call my grandmother. I said, you give them my number. You tell them, you call my Mima. I'm not saying nothing. I want a lawyer. That is what you tell them. I said, you don't say nothing. I don't care if they tell you they got a video. I don't care if they say they found anything on you. I don't care what they tell you. I said, because they lie to people all the time, especially black people. I said, you tell them you want your grandmother. I said, then I'll come down there and I will deal with them. I tell them that all the time. I said, even with the teachers, everybody. I said, you got your cell phone. If you have to in school, you sneak and call me. I work from home. I will leave out of here in my night clothes and go to the school or anywhere else. I tell them that all the time. So let me play this for y'all.
Because you're trying to stop me.
And I would file a lawsuit because you're talking to a minor without his parents.
Okay, you usually go through the front door or the back door.
Hey, bro, go home to your parents.
Stop interrupting.
Leave him alone. He's a child. He's a child. You cannot talk to a child without his parents present. You cannot do that. That's his right.
Okay, then go inside.
And he's crying. Leave him the fuck alone. Leave him alone. Because you out here, you trying to get answers out of him. Leave him alone.
Screaming at him.
Leave him alone.
Okay. Do you usually go through the front door or the back door?
Why are you questioning the child still?
Stop it, or you're gonna end
I'm
up going
finna call
to jail.
your peoples because you're tweaking.
Then call 911.
Why are you questioning the child without his parents present? His parents are not present. You're not supposed to be questioning no child.
You're gonna end up going to jail.
You're not
You are
questioning no
not
child.
letting me do my job.
Call the police. Leave him alone. This is a child. This is a minor child. You questioning him without his parents, asking him questions. Where do you go, through the back door, the front door? Why are you doing that? He's crying.
Still, because you're trying to.
You weren't asking that. You didn't even know if I was with him or not. You sit here and ask him questions. He could be with me.
I asked, and you didn't say that.
Did you ask me that, or did you ask him questions without my
You had a
consent?
vested interest in this child.
Did you ask him questions without a parent's consent? No, you're not taking him nowhere. Go to your parents. Go to your parents, little homie. For real, go to your parents. Go tell your parents now. Get off your bike, go tell your parents.
If she doesn't let me.
Go tell your parents now. Go tell your parents. Go get your parents.
Let's go to the front.
He don't even feel comfortable going with you, bro. He don't feel comfortable going with you.
I'm not his parent, though. Can I ask him to come home?
He don't even feel comfortable going with you. Go home. Go to your parents. Go to your parents, bro. Come on. We can go home. You talking to a child? You talking to a child without his parents?
It's cool.
You want to ask? It don't matter. You know that's not policy rules.
So,
No, leave him alone.
Miss, stop.
do you mind if I come with? That should be okay with
You're
you.
more than welcome.
He's scared of you. That's why he's leaving you, bro. He don't want to be bothered with you. Leave him alone. How do you harass a child? Go home to your parents, bro.
We have to go upstairs so we can talk.
No, you don't have to talk to no child. Talk to his parents, not no child. Go home, bro. No, hey, you come with me. Come to my house. We'll take you home later.
You need to stop.
You neither. You don't have no authorization to be
need
talking
to
to this
stop.
child. No, you need to stop. Hey, who child is this? We're not doing that. Who child is this? You have no authorization to talk to this child.
Stop.
Bro, no. Call your supervisor, please. Call your supervisor, please. He's scared. He's running away from you.
He's scared because you're yelling.
Because you, nigga. Go home, bro. Leave him
Nothing to
alone.
do with it.
Go home, bro. Leave him alone. Do not follow him home. We're going to file a lawsuit. Do not follow him home. Get your ass on, bro. You tweaking. Following kids, harassing kids, bro. Go on about your business. Get in your car and go. Go home, bro. Leave him alone. Do not.
So y'all, that right there, let me tell you, that got me right there. Shout out to, it was called Up African. Let me put it up here again. It's called
because
Up
you're trying to stop
African.
me.
And I will file a lawsuit.
On TikTok, the Melanin Shade Room shared that. So shout out to them. Y'all put your kids, your grandkids, nieces and nephews up on that. I don't care what people say. I want the police talking to my kids or my grandkids. Let me tell you something. When my grandson was like 5 years old, the oldest one, right? We were at an event. This was before my daughter died. The police came up there and talked to my grandson. My grandson wanted nothing to do with them freaking police. He wanted nothing to do with them. He didn't want to look at the police like, oh, come look at my car. My grandson didn't want nothing to do with him because he knew the deal. He knows what's done to our community. So shout out to them for uploading that. And listen, let your family members know. Then listen, from there, we got to go here.
A car theft in Montgomery leads to a police chase, and tonight NPD says the person responsible is an 8-year-old boy.
What's more, police say that child driver was also armed and is now accused of a carjacking that was caught on video.
A witness captured this video of the child driving off in the stolen car. We spoke to that person about what he saw. Anchor Sally Pitts with his firsthand account and new information from police.
Hey, Google. Call the Montgomery Police Department.
Witness video shows what police say is an 8-year-old driving a stolen car. The witness said he saw the child hit another car and then drive off.
I just naturally kind of wanted to follow him because I didn't think it was right for him to just get away with hitting someone. But as I was following him, I realized at some point it was a little boy.
The witness said he continued to follow the car, and at one point it turned onto the boulevard going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, he picked up some adults on Norman Bridge Road. It was 2 guys, and they just wanted a ride to, I think, American Deli. And so I followed them there. I kind of kept my distance.
The witness called police, who tried to pull over the child. Officers say he refused to stop. During the chase, police say the 8-year-old driver crashed in the area of West Fairview Avenue and South Court Street. No one was hurt, but this witness fears it could have ended differently.
Yeah, I think parents don't get involved in their kids' lives enough anymore. It's not 100% their fault, but I think parents really just need to know where the kids are, what the kids are doing.
Police say they did recover a gun. Of course, the 8-year-old.
That is Sally Pitts reporting. Police say charges are pending against the 8-year-old. A car theft.
Yo, what is going on? How is an 8-year-old driving a car? Listen, I know they have paid Demita Joe Hubbard. Girl, listen. How is an 8-year-old driving a car? But no, it don't. Listen, there was a thing, this was a couple years ago, where I think it was like 2 10-year-olds stole a school bus and drove a school bus. Those little kids had that school bus going, and they went a while in that school bus. I think they were the only 2 in the bus, though. But they may have hit maybe a couple cars. No one got hurt, but it was like 2 little boys in the school bus. I don't know what these kids, that's why it shows you. Like, you can hand a 1-year-old your telephone. That 1-year-old knows how to put your code in to unlock your phone and everything. These kids learn by watching. They learn by watching everything. Y'all, it's a mess. It is a listen. That's why let me tell you, I be on my grandsons, on them, and plus they learn from these video games. They learn how to do stuff. That's too much. Y'all, Shein. All y'all, listen. Let me tell you something. I get packages here every day. My granddaughter ordering from Shein. My granddaughter is out of state right now, and she got a whole bunch of packages over here from Shein. They are now named the defendant in a 52-page lawsuit about intellectual property theft from U.S. designers. That's why they're able to sell the stuff that looks similar to these other designers, and they're able to sell these joggers and all that kind of stuff. We talking about to you, Sheree. Sell all this stuff for like $7 and everything else. That is why. Shein. So we're going to see what happens with this lawsuit with Shein. I downloaded the app. Now I'm wondering, is the app a spy thing? I don't know. I don't want to start nothing. Y'all, child, this going to be a mess. There's Shein, Temu, and then what's the other one people order from? They be ordering the wigs and everything off it, and the wigs look pretty good though. But y'all, we gotta see what happens with Shein. All right, I'm just gonna click over, go to the next. And this freaking, I'm trying not to use negative black terms. I won't. But Ice Cube, I'll call Ice Cube a sellout because that's exactly what he is. He's with Robert Kennedy Jr. and this guy, Dennis Kuchilich. That's what I'm going to call him. He's with them. If y'all seen lately, Ice Cube has been doing a lot of stuff. He's been moving shady for a while. And a few years ago, Roland Martin called him out on his BS. But he's going to call Ice Cube an outspoken civil rights leader. Ice Cube ain't no civil rights leader. See, this is the thing. When it comes to black people, this person, that person, they want to call them leaders and whatnot. When it comes to black celebrities, when it comes to white celebrities, they don't call them the leader of the white people. Why they always got to be the leader of the white people? Ice Cube is not no leader of black people. He ain't no leader of me. He does not represent me or my interests. So them and Ice Cube could kiss my big black behind. Let me see what the other thing is. Ice Cube, shut up. Just shut up. Look at this right here. This right here is crazy. Out in California, let me tell you, I always think Florida is crazy, but California and Texas are almost running neck and neck with doing stuff to people. We remember last week there was the lady who the cops just threw her down because she was filming her husband getting arrested. Now with this one, these women were in the traffic stop. They had infants that weren't in car seats, which I don't understand why they were doing that. But these officers were trying to take the baby away from this woman, and they got into a fight. He ended up punching the lady in the face. This is a very disturbing video, so trigger warning right here. All right.
Lake County Sheriff's Department showing a black woman getting punched by a deputy twice while she was taken into custody. And a warning, this video is disturbing.
All of this is happening after deputies were demanding to take her baby from her arms. The video also shows another mother in the same incident from July of last year, and deputies taking her baby while taking her into custody. The car the women were in was pulled over for a suspected DUI, and none of the children were in car seats. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna just spoke about this incident and the punch that we saw on that body camera video.
I found the punching of the woman in these circumstances completely unacceptable.
Lake County Sheriff's Department showing a black woman getting punched by.
That is disturbing. The things that get done to our people it's disturbing. So keeping with the law enforcement trend here, this freaking leprechaun's not doing good in jail. I mean, you're not supposed to be doing good in jail. You're in jail. So, Tori, oh well, this is what happens. You think it's a joke, you effed around and found out. So jail is not supposed to be done. It's not supposed to be fun. You go to jail so that you think about the consequences you created. So, oh well, his eyes are black. He's totally despondent. Oh well, that's part of the process. Let me go back to the comments. Let me stop sharing for a minute. No, I can't. I just can't. Yep, they don't care, Demeter Joe. Our people just get treated any old kind of way. And I'm just getting so sick and tired of it. I really am. Y'all hit the like button, please. Now here's Kenya Moore. I forgot about when I was doing my reality TV. Mark, because if you guys watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, remember when that freaking buffoon idiot Marlo and Sheree was kicking the door? Now Mark is using that episode against Kenya and wanting the judge to cite her with contempt. Mark, you can go to hell. I'm so sick of him. He just wants Kenya's money. Kenya, I need you to get this done expeditiously, as T.I. says. Divorce this fool and just be happy that you have that one child and just forget it. I know you were talking to the other episode about having the embryo and everything, and you would like to have, because Mark gave her possession of the embryos, and you were thinking about having them implanted. If you have those embryos implanted, if that's what you want to do because you want to have all your kids by one man, then please, I mean, it's a hard decision because really you want nothing to do with the man. That man he don't even really see Brooklyn like that, so he needs to stop. He's just a jerk. And then he was saying that Kenya was drawing out this divorce. No, you are, idiot. He just gets on my nerves. So shout out to Kenya and Brooklyn, and let's hope that this gets through soon. I'm so tired of him. Let me see if I got anything else. Okay, here. Demeter Joe, were you still here? I think you were. I don't know if you were talking about Breakbeat Media. They're suing Funny Marco for $6 million because they said he breached his contract on several occasions. It says here he fumbled the bag. He refused to read on-air ads and entered into side deals with advertisers. Oh, God. Mays, I guess Mays is a person from the company, said Marco would badmouth the company, hurting its ability to sign other celebrities like influencers. Just hilarious. I can't stand her. Sukihana and Bubba Dub to join Breakbeat. So they are seeking $5 million from Marco for screwing with their business and harming their reputation. And I guess the guy Mays is seeking $1 million for damage to his character. Good luck with that. You know that man, he ain't got it. Like Tasha K says, he ain't got it. All right, let's see. Hill Harper is running for the Senate. I don't even know what to say on that. I don't want to say anything bad about Hill. Good luck, Hill. I mean, that's all I could say. It'll always be our own people. All I could say, Hill, is good luck. I mean, I don't want to say nothing bad about it. I don't think people who are in entertainment and whatnot, who have no political experience to run. I mean, I know that he said he's a union organizer, and I know I think he worked for Obama at one point and done some other things politically, but he worked on a city council. He's only lived in Michigan for, I want to say, 5 years. Has he worked on city council? Has he worked on the school board? Has he worked in Congress anywhere? Like, have some, work your way up instead of going straight to senator. And I know there were some people that were saying, well, Raphael Warnock is a senator. Well, Raphael Warnock has a political experience being the pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church down in Georgia, along with some other things that he's been doing. He had the experience and he put in the work. So all I'm going to say is good luck. The lady he's running against, Representative Alyssa Slotkin, who's a Democrat. She does good work out there in Michigan. So it's a win for us wherever. So shout out to him. That's all I can say with that. Last week I talked about Royce Reed. Let me see what she's saying here.
Return any of my phone calls, none of my messages for 2 days. When he did respond after I spoke to his best friend, he said I was asleep. Meanwhile,
I don't even want to hear nothing from her because she's trash. She said she told him he was pregnant. You know, she was on Basketball Wives at one point. She has a child by him, her son, who is has some challenges where some things went down between him and where he abused another child. So Royce, you're trying to get some clout. You're trying to get someone to notice you. No, you're trash, and you know you should keep that child away from other children. So I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I don't even know why I saved that. This soccer coach, let me play this for you.
Children who were drugged and raped by a popular soccer coach. He is now in custody, held for rape of a child and sexual exploitation of a minor. But as we told you, there could be more charges here. And this all comes after police were contacted by staff at a local restaurant. They say the man left his cell phone behind and staff looked at it to try and get it back to the owner, figure out who it belonged to. That's when police say those employees found dozens of videos showing unconscious kids being raped. WSMV's Marissa Sulik has more on who this man targeted.
When we got to these soccer fields off Glass Lane, we didn't come to watch these men play.
Does this guy look familiar to you?
We wanted to find out about a man who once did.
Do you know who that is?
We showed people at this tournament this picture. It's 63-year-old Camilo Hurtado Campos.
I remember when we were little, he used to invite us that we never went and play with him.
Franklin police say detectives found hundreds of videos and photos on his phone raping at least 10 unconscious boys between 9 and 17 years old. Campos has lived in Franklin for 20 years. In the Hill Estates neighborhood, but more recently on Glass Lane.
Neighbors tell me that Campos lived in this white complex behind me, in the unit at the very end. That happens to be in between two schools and across from the soccer fields.
Franklin police say Campos was a regular at school playgrounds where he approached kids and recruited them to his soccer team. After gaining their trust, he invited them to his home where he drugged and raped them.
To find and identify.
First of all, I think it was inappropriate for her to go around to people, especially kids, with the phone to ask them if they knew that guy. That was real inappropriate. But God, that's just people are just really sick, really, really sick. So y'all, this here, I did a report on this story the other day. As y'all know, Mathew Knowles, Beyonce's father, who was her former manager for herself, her sister Solange, and for Destiny's Child. The reason why him and Tina got divorced is because he had affairs on Tina. I don't know what he did during the marriage, previously in the marriage, but I know it was in 2009. This woman comes out, Alexandra Knight, who said she's pregnant by him, and Mathew and Tina ended up getting divorced. Now this woman, Alexandra, is saying that her son wants to know why Beyonce doesn't love him. So in the words of Beyonce, in one of her songs, I forget which, was on the Formation, on the Lemonade CD, ashes to ashes, death to side chicks. Now, she was a side chick. You were sleeping with the man who you knew who was married. And y'all could check out the video I did on this. You were sleeping with the man you knew who was married. You said he gave you, what do you call it? You had a bank account and you had credit cards that he had given you. Why? And I don't agree with side chicks whatsoever. But you had all that going on, but you had to go and get freaking pregnant. And then the whole thing blew up. And then you're crying because you have nothing, but you're getting $2,500 a month child support, which a lot of women out here do not get. They get zero, but you're crying about it, saying you have to live in like a trailer home. A lot of trailer homes are nice, first of all. Second of all, you could go and move and live somewhere else because they have a direct deposit for your child support check. So you can miss me on that whole thing. You decided this was the life you wanted. You didn't care about Mathew Knowles' family. You didn't care about the child that you were pregnant with. You cared about knowing what yourself. So stop with the lies about saying that your son is saying this. I don't think your son is saying this. What I do think is that you are trash, Alexandra. That is what I do think. And what I do think is that you can shut the hell up. That's what I do think. You can shut the hell up. Now, I haven't checked to see how the Beehive has come at you, and I know that they have. I personally have not, but I know the Beehive has, because there are some people who are fanatical fans of Beyonce, and I know they came at you. So what you need to do, Alexandra, is shut the hell up and go back and appreciate the money that you got. Hey, High Vibe, how are you, sis? Alexandra, accept the $2,500 that you got, because it's much more than a lot of us got. I know I didn't get no $2,500 for child support for my ex-husband, for my kids. So what you can do is shut the hell all the way up. So we're going to let this freaking trash. And, Mathew has another child, and other child, he pays like $1,500 from her. But you never hear nothing out of her mother, because I think her mother kind of knows better. These people, they get on my nerves. Oh, and here we go. We're back again. Calvin Hunter. Calvin is his real name, but he said Kevin because I guess Kevin doesn't sound as black as Calvin. I don't know. But y'all, I said to myself, wait, I gotta play it for you. Wait a minute, y'all. Because I found this sound, and this sound is what I think Wendy Williams did.
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
And that's what I you say you didn't get it either. I know, Tamina Joe, and she up there complaining. She got to live. Listen, them people in the South, them trailer houses be nice. Nice. I live in a ranch style house. My house is a ranch, and some of them trailer homes is bigger than my ranch style house. I don't have I have a small ranch, but some of them trailers are nice. Like have 2 bathrooms in the whole. I have 2 bathrooms, but like are bigger than my house. So she needs to shut up. Child, listen. I think Wendy set up something for the BS. Kevin Hunter is being sued. Listen, did y'all know Sharita done left him when the money ran out? Sharita, what's her name? Sharina, whatever his name is. She done left him with the daughter. He got he's selling the house. I think the house might be under contract now, or it may be sold, but he had a mortgage on it. So he ain't gonna be really getting no money from it. He's being sued over 5-figure debt here. This is a credit card from UBS Bank, a MasterCard or Visa. I think he had to sell some of his cars. Kelvin is just, he effed around and found out. Wendy ain't stupid. Now, y'all remember this day, July 13th, 2023. No, High Vibe. She left. She took the baby with her. She ain't leave him with the baby, which is I know. Wait, I'm gonna say it again because when I found it, the thing took me all the way
Could
out.
have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
But y'all, listen, all that money. Now remember, Kevin had the settlement from Wendy he had the settlement when they fired him from the show. He got a big old settlement when him and Wendy got divorced. He got big money from that. Then he got down there. He was going to start a record company. He was going to do this, that, and the third. Now Kelvin is broke. Listen, there ain't nothing attractive about a 50-something-year-old broke man. Wendy and I are the same age. Her birthday, my birthday is coming up this Sunday, and Wendy's birthday is either Monday or Tuesday. We're the exact same age, right? Now, and Calvin is like our age. So ain't nothing attractive about a 59-year-old broke man. And you know, at 59, the stuff but below the waist ain't happening like it used to. But when there's a lot of money attached, you can deal with it, right? So Calvin still dressing like he's young. Calvin, you messed up. Now, y'all remember, like I said, it's July 13th. So let's see, like 6 months, a year from now, if Wendy bounces back. Because I think Wendy gonna bounce back, because in the contract or whatever it was, in their divorce decree thing, it said that if she was not working, yep, it is big time. Especially, look at Calvin. I know he tried to say he had a different lifestyle living with Sharina, because Sharina was natural food and vegan and this and that and the other. But Calvin been eating hot dogs and pizza and drinking and everything else. So you know that thing don't be working right. But listen, when you got millions of dollars, you could deal with any old thing. She supposedly loved him. Didn't she have the Maserati or Porsche cars and everything else she had? So that's just right there. That should have been, she wanted to stay with him and deal with it. Nah, bruh is broke. So she ain't dealing with that. She took her child and she left. So I'm hoping Wendy got to come back. Come on, Wendy. Listen, Wendy, we knocking on 60's doors soon. For our 60th birthday, Wendy, we got to come back big and strong. Y'all, listen, I sent her an invitation to my 50th birthday party. She didn't answer me, but hey, I sent it anyway because I wanted her. I thought maybe, you never know, she might surprise me and show up because we were turning 50 together. But she didn't. But shout out to Wendy. Wendy, you got to come back. You got to come back, Wendy. All right, let's see. Look, these fools right here. Now, this right here was a scheme set up for the BS. These fools down in Georgia stole stuff from Amazon, almost $10,000, $10 million. Now she going to the federal penitentiary. This Kyrika Wortham. Her and her fellow employee, listen, they bought the cars, they was doing all that kind of stuff with their scheme, stealing stuff. Listen, there was no way I would not have still been working. Listen, after I got maybe two, now this was between 20 and 22. After I saw that I was getting over and I had got like a couple $1 million or whatever, I would have just quietly quit. You know, there's a new thing of quiet quitting with people with their jobs. I would have quit. I wouldn't have stayed there. They live, see, that's the problem. People always living lavishly, buying the cars. And you know what? That breaks you. Let me all right, let me stop sharing. I'm gonna share this. Now, if y'all remember, I also did another report this week. I shouldn't have done that. I could have just went right over to the tab. Now, I talked about a guy, he was like a whistleblower, criticizer of the Memphis Police Department against those 5 policemen. Remember the 5 policemen killed Tyree Nichols? Oh, you want to know how they stole the money? No. All right, before I do that story, let me go back to Instagram. And I had read this story. Let me go to the Shade Room. I think I read this. I had read this a few days ago. I think they had some intricate plot. It sounded like Biggie talked about the intricate plot. I think they had a plot where they were stealing the I think they were stealing the merchandise and reselling it. I'm trying to remember. But I read it. Oh, and Brad had her baby. Yeah, I know y'all probably heard about that. Where is this? This should be. Okay. I had the other story too. Where listen, the girl was stealing the money, but her hair, they tagged her picture, her hair wasn't done. That's what made me real mad. These two young women were in a relationship. They said they had $1 million home in Smyrna, Georgia, a Lamborghini Urus, a Dodge Durango, a Tesla, and a 2018 Porsche with the stolen funds. Oh, okay, here it is. They were getting the money after submitting fraudulent invoices for vendors that did not exist. But where was I reading about the packages? Maybe that was something else. They pled guilty to their scheme last year. Meanwhile, they had some others that were charged. Here in federal jury indicted Brittany Hudson, that was the girlfriend of Atlanta, and Jamar James of Calera, Alabama, for a conspiracy. Always will get you more. Conspiracy, a lot of times you'll get like 25 years just for that alone. Sometimes the conspiracy is worse than the actual crime. Wire fraud, money laundering, and they got Hudson for forging the signature of a federal judge and the seal of the court. Y'all, I'm still here, y'all. Look, and committed. See, this came out after I didn't see it. And committed more fraud. The ex-op manager at Smyrna warehouse committed more fraud while out on bond. I see this came up after. Wortham was the ringleader. Yeah. See, this is what messes him up. This one too, Daryl Burgo of Lawrenceville, Georgia, charged with conspiracy, access device fraud, and aggravated identity theft. She was known as Karika Dupree and Karika Chow. She's ordered to repay the money to Amazon and spend 16 years in prison. She already forfeited $2.7 million of the stolen funds. They confiscated the cars and confiscated the house. And they're saying something here about a fraudulent hookah bar deal. Child, this is probably a whole hot. Let's see here. Let me go here. Oh, let me go to this tab. This is from, here's the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Okay. Whoo, child. She was the operations manager. That's Karika. Oh, they won't let me look at the article. But y'all, if you go to the shade room, oh, child, this is a lot. And see, that's the issue. They go too far. They go too far when they take stuff. They go too far, and they take too much money. They take too much money, and they get flashy. Remember what you called? They was on Flashy. What was it, that movie? American Gangster. Remember? They were never caught Denzel, a.k.a. who was his? I can't think of what his name was. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They would have never caught him, but he put on that fur coat that his wife wanted him to wear. And that's how they got him. Having to give all that up. Well, maybe she stacked it somewhere. I doubt it. But here's this track. Let me quiet that in case that's some music. So y'all know Latasha Scott, which I didn't like her back in the day when Escape first came out. I could never stand that biatch. But her husband Rocky was caught with other women on 2 different occasions. Listen, weekend before last on 4th of July, and she's still claiming him as her husband. Still claiming this fool. He out here with other women. And I guess Funky Dineva must have broke the news. Child, crazy. Let me see here. These other stories. And then let me go back to the other story I wanted y'all to see. Let me just go to. Now, y'all remember I did a story earlier this week about like I was saying earlier, the cop who was critical and was like a whistleblower about the Memphis Police Department when that went down, when those officers killed Tyree Nichols. Well, that officer named Mark LaSure was found deceased on his front lawn. So come to find out, there was a woman who he knew who robbed him while he was laid on the front lawn. So she has some convoluted story about. No, I'm gonna let the news people sort it out for y'all. Let me go over to this tab so I can play it for you.
Is in jail after police say she stole from a former Memphis police officer after he died. WREG's Marcus Hunter was in court.
With tears running down her face, Shantae Daniels spoke to lawyers before hearing from Judge Karen Massey.
Your bond is $100,000. Are you able to make your bond? Do you have the funds to hire a lawyer? I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Daniels is accused of taking money from former Memphis police officer Mark LaSure after he collapsed in the driveway outside of his parents' home Sunday morning. Police say she admitted to the crime. According to court documents, Shantae Daniels told police she went to LaSure's home Sunday. Surveillance video shows her on the phone saying, quote, "We are going to see who knows the law." Police say Daniels told them she and LaSure got into an argument. She says she then asked for $10 to pay for gas. She said after he went inside to get the money, he walked back outside and collapsed. Police say she admitted to then going into the home, taking LaSure's cell phone and wallet, then going back outside to go through his pockets. Police say she then picked up the $10 he was going to give her off the ground. Daniels told police she later used LaSure's phone to send herself $1,500 that she used to pay for shoes and at the hair and nail salon. And while she stood in front of Judge Karen Massey today, it's not Daniels' first time being in front of a judge. Last year, Daniels went to jail for allegedly shooting at a car full of children at a fast food restaurant. Police say 8 people were in danger, including those kids ranging from 1 to 8 years old. Daniels will be back in court tomorrow. In Memphis, Marcus Hunter, WREG News Channel 3.
Daniels is now facing multiple charges, including aggravated burglary, theft of property, and identity theft.
Let's go ahead and head on to the bathroom and see if simpler is really simpler.
Now, y'all, they did this yesterday. Let me see if, wait a minute. Let me see if there's any update to that. I don't see anything here. Put his name in the search. But that was crazy. Like, depending on, let's see, that's 22 hours ago, 10 hours ago. That might be this may be the same story. But how are you gonna, no, that's from this morning. It's the same thing. I guess she maybe was going to court today or yesterday, but they haven't updated it. But y'all, how is she gonna go through his pockets and not even call 911? Thank you, Demeter Joe. How's she gonna go through his pockets, not even call 911, and just leave him there. I mean, he could have been having a heart attack. He could have been choking, whatever. And she's just going to leave and just leave him there. Like, people are just trash. They are really just freaking trash. They are just trash. Y'all, I just don't. But y'all, that is it. I'm looking through to see if I missed anything. No. Oh, you know what? I did have one more story about Sha'Carri Richardson. I'll just tell y'all about it. I won't bring it because I have to go back over to Instagram and bring it up. Sha'Carri Richardson, y'all know, and I don't have the clip. Y'all know last week she had or maybe earlier this week, she had a race where she, right before the race, she rips her wig off, and later on she tells us it was out with the old, in with the new. She won that race, and if y'all didn't know, the ESPYs was last night. I know LeBron James won the award. There were lots of stars and celebrities in attendance. The melanin was popping. Everybody was looking good. Lil Wayne performed and everything. And they did not invite Sha'Carri to the ESPYs. And she was saying that they invited her when she was down, like when, she was having her issues, like when they wouldn't let her race because they had found the weed in her system and all that. And she was going through losing and everything because she had gone through, I think her mother had just died. She was going through a big lot of upheaval, and they would not let her, and they invited her then. But now, since she's doing better and everything, now they wouldn't invite her. So she has some things to say. You know how Sha'Carri is. Like my grandmother would say, she ain't taking no tea for the fever, and she ain't got time for the people and their fugaziness. So she let them have it. So shout out to Sha'Carri. She's coming back. And whatever she does, Sha'Carri, I'm proud of you either way. So, shout out to her. Ooh, I need to go to that slide. So y'all, thank you so much for coming by for our Hot Topics. Please like and subscribe. I will be back in a couple days. I have on Sunday afternoon, I do the Love and Marriage Detroit review. And like I said, I may do a review of Real Housewives of New York. I have to see when I watch that Monday how that is. And if it's okay, I will do that review on Tuesday. That will replace the review I used to do on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. So I will do that on Tuesday. And if there's any other topics, I put content out and whatnot. I'm getting excited because Beyonce is here now in the continental U.S. She performed in Philly last night and turned it out. Her and Blue and the rest of her team of gorgeous dancers. I'm going to see her in New Jersey on the 29th, and I will also be seeing her in New Orleans in September. So I can't wait for that. So I got my Renaissance outfit ready, and then there was a young lady I found on Instagram who's doing an instruction on how to put like this foil stuff on jeans. So I'm gonna have some jean shorts because I have lots of old shorts, either some shorts or jean capris, and I'm gonna put like silver foil looking stuff on it because that matches my whole silver outfit. So I'm gonna do that, and of course I'll be talking to you all between now and then, and I'll take pictures of it when I go see her. I can't wait. I'm just very excited, and I'm getting excited every day as it goes on because I can't wait to see Beyonce because she was my favorite, and she was my daughter's absolute favorite. My daughter that passed away, she absolutely loved Beyonce, and so my granddaughter is not as excited as me. She says I'm going overboard, but that's all right. I love Beyonce. She does too, but she just says I do. My granddaughter says I do too much. I think she does too much because, like I said, my granddaughter is out of town once again now, and then she comes back on my birthday. She's home for like 2 days, then she's out of town again. So, like, who's better than her? She just came back from Atlanta like last week. and now she's gone again. But you know what? When I was her age, when I was my granddaughter's age, I had a 1-year-old. So you know what? She's doing what I should have been doing at her age. So you know what? I told her, do what she wants to do. My granddaughter lives here, does not pay rent or nothing like that. I tell her do what she wants to do, you know, before she decides to settle down and have kids. So with that, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. You just don't know how much I really appreciate y'all doing here. I could not do this without you guys being here. So just know that I appreciate each and every one of you. So with that, y'all always remember
Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos.
Ooh, so with that, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the crisis. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believed all of your dreams like the real. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my